Good morning all. You are watching Easy Explanation of my academic topics. I'm Gayatri. Today we'll see how to write a structure or array of structures to store students' records. Okay. Uh, so this is the question you get. Write a C program to maintain a record of n students using array of structures with 4 fields. So every student will have 4 fields. That is his roll number, his name, his marks, and a grade. Okay, then assume appropriate data type for each field. So for every field, we'll have a data type. Roll number will be integer, name will be string, marks will be an integer again, grade will be a character. Okay, print the marks of the student given the student name as input. So you already have some records, and then you'll search uh, some student record whether it is there in the given records or not. Okay, so but we'll know some basic things about the struct now. When you declare int, you get 2 bytes or 4 bytes of memory depending on the type of computer you use, right? So int you'll get, but when you for the structure is also known as the user defined data type. So how you define it is first struct student, then an open bracket and a close bracket. Okay, so here we are giving a name as stud, that is student. Okay, let's see, for integer we'll give int a, right? So structure will be declared like struct stud a here. Okay, then you'll have a open and close brackets. In that you'll define the variables you want, right? So for integer you'll get just one block of memory, and for students you'll get a few blocks of memories like this allocated in serial order. Okay, so this will be for your name, and this will be for your roll number, this will be for your marks, and this will be for your grade. So everything will access with just only one variable, that is a. Okay, then you should assume it like a bag with a compartment. See, this is a bag with a single compartment. This is a bag with 4 compartments. Okay, then this is an example here. For example, char name of 14, then int roll number, int marks, character a, char grade, and then we'll have your our variable here, and then semicolon. So you'll access, you'll get, when you declare a variable a here, you'll get a memory. Before declaring, you don't have any memory. Okay, you can declare variables in 2 ways. See, one is while the time of defining the structure itself, you can add at the end and put a semicolon, so you'll have your memory allocation here. Or you just define here in the beginning struct stud, then close the bracket, then within your main function you can declare variables like this struct stud a. Okay, so if you want more than one student records, then we'll go use that as a array. Okay, in that case, see here, you can define it as a of 5, or within the main function struct stud a of 5. Okay, both will work fine, both are same. Okay, both are same. You can either define this way or define this way. Okay, when you give a of 5, you will have totally 5 uh, structure student records. Okay, a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3, and a of 4. Okay, so then for every record it will be something like this. So though a of 0, it is accessed as a of 0, and if you want to access a particular field within the structure, then we use a dot notation like this. A of 0 dot name will give the name for a 0th student. A of 0 dot marks will give the marks for the student. So a of 0 dot roll number will refer to the roll number of the 0th student, and a of 0 dot percentage for the percentage of 0th student. Okay, so I hope this is clear. And then structure is defined as a composite data type or a record. Okay, then it defines a physically grouped list of variables. Okay, grouped list, we are grouping all these things for one student. Okay, all name, marks, roll number, and percentage, these are the variables under one name, that is a. Okay, and then allows different variables to be accessed via single pointer. So single pointer is a, so different variables will access through only one pointer, that is a in this case. Okay, this is about the structure. And then we also need to know about string comparison for this program. So string comparison is a built-in function. When you give 2 names here, a and b, it will return 0 if a and b are same. Otherwise it will return some integer. Okay, if some other integer, if it returns 0, it means that both a and b are same. Okay, So it works like this. String comp A of B is double equal to 0. Is it equal to 0? If means we are checking the condition if A and B are same. Okay, through that. And now we'll see our program. Since this is the program you have. Okay, first we'll look at the output first, and then we'll go to our program. See, it is asking me how many student records you want to store. I'll give 5 and then enter the student 1 record. So the name will be something like Ravi, then student roll number 11, and then marks will be something like 99, and then grade will be A. Okay, then for the second student 2 record, then it will be something Sanvi, and then 12, then 77, and then grade will be B. So third record, this is again Savita, then roll number 13. So enter marks 99 and grade A. Student 4 record, enter name Janvi, and then roll number will be 14, marks 89, grade B. So it will ask me for 5 student records because I gave 5 here. So enter name Siri, then roll number 15, marks 98, and grade A. Okay, so after that it is printing. See here name, you can see some space here, right? So because we give \t in our program, which I'll show you later. And one more thing you need to observe is we have the 0.00 means it has up to 2 decimals it is printing. Okay, so that you need to observe. And here you can see some spaces between, that is because of \t that we give in our program. And then enter the name to be searched. So the name to be searched will be, in our case, I'll give something as Janvi. So I'll say Janvi. So it will tell me marks of Janvi are, mark is 89.0. So you can see here there's only one decimal point or decimal number after the point. So we'll see why it has come like this in our program. I'll show you later. So marks is 89. So if you give something which is not available, which if you ask for a name which is not available in the records, it will first search for all the 5 records and it will tell it's not available. Okay, so we'll look at the program now. Let's see, this is the program for that. Include std I want string.h because string comparison, we are using string comparison here. So string.h, then we are defining a student structure here, char name of 20, then int roll number, float marks because it is decimal, then char grade is a single character, so we have to defining it as char grade here. And name of 20 in the sense it cannot, any name cannot exceed 20 letters. Okay, so I have given name of 20 up to 20 letters. Then we have our main function here. Then we have so many variables here. We'll see why we use these variables later. Then it will ask me print, enter how many records you want to store. So scanf %d address of n. So in my case, it will be 5. Okay. Then now I'm declaring student variables here. So struct student array of n. So whatever user say gives the value for n, those many students record I'm going to create here. Okay, so we will have totally 5 student records if n is 5. Then I'll ask enter roll number, marks, name, and everything for every student. So I have a for loop for all the 5 students. These statements will get repeated. Okay, so for I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, enter student %d record, I plus 1, because our array starts from 0, but we want to print as first student, right, on screen. So we'll give I plus 1. So first record, printf enter name, scanf %s at the address, no at the address here, just %s student array of I dot name. Then enter roll number %d at the address of student array of I dot roll number. Enter marks % f floating point. So at the address of student array of I dot marks, and then character. So for character, please give a space here after double colon. Uh, uh, After see here, space percentage d student array of I dot grade. Okay, so I have read the students record here. So for loop will repeat 5 times. So for all the 5 students records, you'll store. Okay, then after that we have print name, roll number, marks, and grade. So this will be printed on the screen with proper space in between. Then after that, I need to print all the 5 students records. So for loop for I equal to 0, I less than an I plus plus, printf backslash t percentages, again backslash t percentage d, backslash t percentage 0.2f, because marks we want up to 2 decimal numbers only. So 0.2f backslash t, then percentage c for printing character, that is grade. Okay, backslash t backslash n to move to next line. Then we'll have in first percentages will be student's name, then second percentage d will be student's roll number, third will be student's marks, and fourth percentage c will be for student grade. Okay, student array of I dot grade. So this for loop will execute 5 times and printf will execute 5 times. So printing all 5 students data on screen. So now we have enter the name to be searched. So user will give some name here and that will be stored in temp name variable. Okay, with this we have declared earlier, I we have declared already. So in it will be there in temp name. So now I need to search 5 times, right? I have 5 records, so I'll go through all the 5 records to find if there is any match for the temp name. So for I equal to 0, I less than an I plus plus, then I have an open and close bracket here. Then in the for loop, I'm comparing if string comparison of temp name and student array name. Okay, student array of I dot name is equal to 0. Is any name same as that of temp name? In that case, these statements will get executed, all these 3 statements. So when I is equal to 0, it is not same. So in my case, in the output, see, in the output, a name to be searched, I gave as Janvi, right? Janvi is the 4th record. For 0th record, it if will not be 0. So for 2nd record, it won't be 3rd. So in the 4th record, the string comparison will return 0. So I have this string comparison. When student of I 0 dot name will not be equal to temp, so it will not return 0. So then when I becomes 1, it doesn't return 0. I is equal to 2, no. I is equal to 3, yes. Okay, temp name of this is Janvi and this is Janvi again. Yes, it is equal to 0. So in that case, these 3 statements will get executed. Found index of I will be 3, that is 3rd position. So 3. And flag will be 1. Earlier I had declared flag as 0 when I declared flag as 0 here in the beginning. Now we'll make flag as 1, indicating that we have found the name break. So when you give a break, for will come out of the for loop if flag is 0. So this is the case when you have executed or you have searched for all the 5 records and you didn't find. And in that case, if statement will not be executed, and so flag will be 0 at that time. So if flag is 0, print details not found. In our case, a flag is not 0, so we'll come to else statement. Printf marks of percentage yes. So temp name will have Janvi here. Marks of Janvi are given below. Then printf mark is, see I have given precision as .1. That's why marks was printed only for 1 decimal number, right? Student array of found index will have the position, that is 3 in my case, right? I. So student array of 3 dot marks, that will be printed here. Mark is percentage 1f. Then Janvi's marks. Then else is over, then we'll return 0, indicating that it is a successful completion of the program. Then end. I hope you have understood this program. Do share this with your friends. Have a good day.